Hey everyone, we are back with another episode of Goat Butchering. The fur torching method, of course. And again, we have the old man here, who brought me along to be his special helper once again. And what he's doing right here is bleeding out the goat. From there, I go ahead and start torching the fur of the goat. What I'm doing here is a little bit different than the last two times, so I'm trying to torch a lot more at one time. That way I don't have to go back and forth so many times from torching to scrubbing, torching to scrubbing, torching to scrubbing again. What also allowed me to burn this goat a little longer is the age of this goat. I believe this goat was 2 years old, which is considered old, I guess, in the in goat age. So I had really thick skin and really thick fur. So as you can see here, I'm just going at it, burning as much as possible, and then from there, me and the old man are going to start scrubbing. So here's what the goat looked like after the first round of torching and scrubbing. Not too bad, but it's not a one-time deal. We did have to repeat the process a couple of times. And that there is a nutsack. Now I'm going to repeat myself here. I stated this in my last couple of other videos, but I think it's kind of important. Some people may be watching this video and wondering why we're simply not just skinning the goat. That would be the most obvious way to do it. It's pretty simple. My father just grew up eating goats this way, with the skin on and the fur torched. Now I don't eat the goats. I can't stand the smell of it. I just help my dad out because nobody else will. But from what I understand, the fur torching method does leave a distinct taste and scent on the goat. So here at this point, we rinse off the goat and scrub off any remaining burnt residue that was left on a goat. And here he starts cutting off the limbs. Now, typically, he holds on to the head, they cook it, they stew it, I'm not sure. But for some reason with this one, he felt that he had enough meat because this goat was a little bigger. So he decided to not keep the head. So we cut it off and it went bye-bye. Say fatality.
Say what?
Fatality.
Oh, fatality.
Yeah, like Mortal Kombat.
Fatality. Yeah.
You have to hold it up. Say
Fatality.
fatality.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you say?
Fatality.
Face it the
Fatality.
other way.
Oh,
Like that.
fatality. Man.
All right, so now he is cutting around the belly button. I don't know exactly why he is doing this, but he... Oh, sorry, that's not the belly button. That was a dick. Now I know why he's doing that. He cuts off the penis and the balls, and he's gonna eat it. Yeah.
Just a very good medicine.
All right, now the butthole. He is cutting around the butthole. You'll kind of see why, and it does make sense as to why he did it like this.
It's ready to come.
So he's pretty much trimming around it, and once he's done doing that, he's gonna move forward to splitting the goat's belly open as such. Now that the belly is open, we remove the fat. And here's why you see that it makes sense that he cut around the booty hole. He just pulls on it and it comes right off. Here he's simply detaching the organs. That right there is a heart, if I'm not mistaken. That I call the breathing tube, and nothing goes to waste. He keeps everything. According to him, this is good stew. Yeah, there it is. Here we have lungs, and he's cutting them apart so they bleed out a little bit. Now, I'm sure you've noticed, but my dad is no butcher. He is probably one of the most impatient people I have ever met, and when it comes to work, I guess you can call this work, it's a race. Get it done fast. All right, here we are back to the ball sack. Cuts it open. Ugh, hurts just looking at it. That's the penis.
When people say,
There it goes.
I have
One
a big
ball.
You see that?
Yeah.
Can you imagine this goat?
The other ball.
Too big ball?
Mm-hmm.
No, doesn't smell good. Can't come smell that.
And here he's like, hey,
come
Farmer
on,
Joe,
big man."
smell my balls.
Yeah.
Wait till you cut him.
All right, so here the balls go in a bag.
It's good medicine.
The penis follows along and goes into the cooler in a car. That is just fat. He doesn't keep any of that. But something that we found interesting is the farmer told us that a lot of people actually keep this fat and wrap it around beef to make roast beef. I thought that was interesting.
So they'll take
Here we move to the digestive system, the crab tubes. Right here, he's just sorting them apart so we can clean them.
There's no much body left.
And this is how we clean them, by spraying water directly inside the tube. And this is just a very rough cleaning. Once it gets to the kitchen, it's thoroughly cleaned and added to his stews. Yummy. All right, so here we have more of the digestive tubes, and this one is a lot more liquidy, but the process is the same. He's gonna go ahead and push out whatever he can here, and then we're gonna go ahead and spray it with water to clean it out as much as possible. This right here is no longer the crab tube. This is some sort of stomach lining. I don't know what it's called, unfortunately. Here we have some sort of tripe, and it's going to be cleaned in a very similar fashion. And here my father was trying to tell me that it doesn't smell because it's simply undigested grass. I took his word for it. More stomach here. Again, just gonna pour out the insides, clean it out as much as possible. And it looks like more tribes, just maybe a little bit different, a little bit bigger, it looks like. And that just about concludes it. The job is pretty much done from here. What he does here is just cuts off parts of the animal, bigger chunks. That way he can freeze them and pull them out and cook them little by little as he needs them. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more goat butchering videos.